Guys, welcome back to the Paper Lion. I am making several videos on this Sunday because I was already at my desk. They won't come out until next week. But anyway, this is the second one. I am going to show you another beautiful little technique that I have come up with doing tags. And since, like I said, I've made all those tags, I am on a roll when it comes to decorating them because I've got so many to decorate now. But anyway, you may wonder, can you layer book page on top of book page? You most certainly can. And I'm going to show you a beautiful way of how you can do that. Now, as a rule of thumb, it's always nice if you're going to layer. Make sure that you're going to layer different fonts, maybe like book pages from different pages if you're going to do them together like you might do in a collage or something. It's not necessary with this technique that I am going to show you, and I'll show you why, because it makes it look like there is something actually blooming out of your pages. So with that being said, let's get started. Welcome back to everybody who has been here. Appreciate you coming to join me again. And anyone who is new here, please subscribe. And my new subscribers, I appreciate you guys for joining our little channel here, our little friendship group, and love having you here. Make sure you let me know you're here by saying hi if you want to, or at least hit the notification bell. Anyway, now that that's out of the way, let me show you what I'm talking about. I made this beautiful little tag using pages from my busy book. If you guys are not familiar with my busy book, I do have a video showing you how you can start your own, and I have also shown pages of my other busy book. But look at this. I've got the normal background paper from like my my tags that I was making, just regular paper. Now with this one, because I had already had these busy book pages, excuse my nails, my busy book pages already done, they do have a different font. But as I said, that is completely not necessary. So from here, this book page and this book page, since that is there together, it kind of makes it look like this is tearing through a book page. Can you see that? It makes it look like that is blooming out of a book page. But anyway, enough about that. Let me show you how I did it. For this video, I do have 2 pages from my busy book that I've already torn out. And I have got 2 of my large tags that I did. If you want to know how you can maximize your tags, make sure you look for my video, my tips and tricks video number 1 on how you can get the most out of tag making. And I'm going to be using these 2 color coordinating pieces. This is a die cut. This is one that I cut out of some wrapping paper to give that blooming effect. Anyway, so now I have these are already inked, and I'm just going to go through and tear out some of this busy book page to kind of where I want it, just so I can create, an illusion, if you will. Hope everybody is doing well, getting lots of crafting in, because we all need some crafting. Sometimes it just calms people down. I know it calms me down. It gets my kids off my back for a little bit. I get to relax. We're going to make sure that we're trying to stay within the borders of this, so sometimes it's a good idea to kind of check your parameters. I love my girls, but sometimes I do need some time to myself. Yesterday we actually went fishing. I didn't mention this in the other videos, but we actually went fishing. We were out there from like 8 or 9 to like maybe 5 in the afternoon. I caught a slew of little bitty fish. I think I must have been on a school or something. Tons and tons of little bitty fish like that. Of course, they all got thrown back. And then I caught one catfish, one decent sized catfish that I brought home. I'm the only one who's going to eat it, so one was just fine. The girls would look at me if I was crazy, like I was crazy, if I told them to eat it. They don't really like fish. My youngest one, for the longest, I thought she was going to be a vegan because she would absolutely turn her nose up at meat. The only things that she would kind of eat was things that didn't actually look like meat, like nuggets or, you know, sausage or meatballs and that kind of stuff. She loved those, but if it had a bone in it, forget about it. She was like, no thank you. But now she's getting to the point where she's actually, you know, incorporating more meat into hers, you know. But like I said, if she wanted to be a vegan when she grew up, that is totally up to her, you know. As long as she's eating healthy, I don't really care. I have nothing against, you know, anything like that, because I tried to be a ovo pescatarian, and I didn't know what the heck I was doing. Nearly killed myself. Like I was literally, and because I'm anemic, you know, slightly anemic, so I literally nearly killed myself trying to cut out red meat from my system. And so never again. Like my energy level was like negative 10 by the time I got through with it. I really think I damaged myself doing that. Not gonna lie. Actually, let me go through down here and get some of this out of here so that I can create this blooming effect. All right, so now we got that out of the way. Let's put that to the side. Don't throw that away. You can always add that to a tag somewhere down the line. And we're just going to get this inked up. But do any of you guys fish? Do you like fishing? What's the biggest one you've ever caught? My mom, I used to go fishing with her when I was little, probably like since the age of 4. I've been fishing. I was getting on to my daughter, my 9-year-old, yesterday, because she wanted me to put her worms on her bait. I'm like, look, when I was 5 years old, I was making my own fishing like poles out of sticks and thread, you know, not thread, but line and hooks. Like, I'm like, come on now, you can do better than that. And she just kind of looked at me like, lady, can you put this? She wasn't trying to hear anything I was saying. But anyway, okay, so now we've got this first one. We've got this where it, making sure it's within the parameters. And basically, we're just going to come through here. Your die cut needs to be kind of long for this one, you know, just so it gives the effect that it's actually coming out of wherever you tore from. And I like to have mine kind of hanging off the side, so it just, you know, seems like it's like bursting out, so to speak. Okay, so what I am going to do, because I know that I'm only going to need this part coming out, I'm going to save that other part for something else. I don't feel like I want to waste that other part. So we're just going to come through here and cut some of that off. Let's see, what did I do with my scissors? Of course, I have my scissors, or had my scissors somewhere over here. Oh, here they are. They fell to the floor. So we're going to kind of just give ourselves a guideline. And I think that would be good. Now, if I mess it up, guys, you can laugh at me. But no, I think I got it right. Okay, so there was enough for that. Now we're just going to go through and ink this. And these are good. These, I don't know necessarily if these will be good, depending on how wide the pocket is. Like if you're making like the slim pockets, I don't know, because of this extra that's going, unless it's like a shallow pocket. I don't know how great these will fit in because we got this bursting effect, but I intend to use them in like shallow pockets, so I won't have a problem with that. Okay, so let's make sure that we're covering over, you know, we're giving the effect that it's bursting through, so we don't want any sharp edges is what I'm saying. Okay, so now we know where this one needs to be in relation to this one, so I am just going to start gluing. Okay, and then we'll just finish gluing that part. All right. I'm just going to add our glue back here. Put that in a position that looks right to you. And there we are. That's our first one. Now let's go with one more. This one will be a little different because it'll be in the bottom half, but the same thing applies. We're just going to make sure it is to where we want it to be. And that looks good. Since I have so many of these, like, because I had a whole roll of the paper, I'm not going to worry about trying to salvage any of that. And it's kind of flat anyway, so I am not worried about this one because I've got a ton of this material. And like when you work out how much I paid for the roll and how much I can get out of it, it really almost is free. So I'm not gonna worry about trying to save that. Now, if you think this is hanging off too much, you can come back and trim. I probably will trim, because this is thinner material, probably will trim a little bit off of there. Okay. And what you want to do is make sure that you're keeping in mind to keep some of the writing, some of the regular page, your original page or whatever the original is, keeping some of that visible behind that. That way it looks like it's actually coming out over it. I mean, it is coming out over it, but I hope you understand what I'm saying. So because, you know, I actually kind of like that. Let's see. Maybe, do I want to, you know, I think for right now, I'm just going to leave that like it is. I'm not going to worry about trimming that. But anyway, guys, that is basically the tutorial of, the layered tag. And let's see what they look like in the end result. This was the original that I showed you guys. Love it. This is from my busy book. I will leave the link in the description on how to start your own busy book if you're interested in doing that. It's like a little book that you can, well, I explain it more in that video, so I'll leave the link for that. But look at how pretty and look how simple it was to just add that busy book page on top of something and a little bit extra and create this beautiful thing that took like almost no time to make. Oh my God, so gorgeous. Well, anyway, guys, I really hope that you will make these. I hope you like them. If you do, please make sure you know, if you want to, you can share some of your photos of the things that you created with me at my email address, thepaperliononline@gmail.com, and I will share some of those photos with my Facebook group. If you're on Facebook and you want to look for me and join my page on there, it's The Paper Lion. Shouldn't be too hard to find. You know, if you're looking for my logo, the vintage lion. And I hope that you do try these. These are a great way to, you know, do something different with your tags. And I think they look great. Great. I love them. Absolutely love them. But anyway, guys, I am going to end the video, guys. And until the next one, bye.